Three vital keys to ensure Browns victory in Week 10. This is from Dog Pound Daily. Number 3, tighten up in the red zone. Number 2, hit on your explosives. Number 1, get Baltimore off the field on third downs. And as an overarching thing, I think those are spot on. I think you have to limit the explosives of the Ravens as well. These defenses are good enough. You're not going to get 2 or 3, 80-yard drives on either one of them. You're going to get big plays that lead to scoring plays.
Yeah, they can hit you in a variety of ways, whether it's Lamar running the ball, the other running backs making big plays. They got Zay Flowers, they got Mark Andrews. They have Odell, who they've been, getting him the ball more these last couple weeks. So they can hit you in a variety of ways. But, yeah, you got to stop the big explosive plays. I was at the game the first go-around against Baltimore. There was big plays, and then the defense started to unravel. They got to limit the explosive plays. Force some turnovers, limit their turnovers on offense, and that's how you're going to win. If you can rattle Baltimore on both sides of the ball, then the Browns have a definitely good chance to win. It's going to come down to that fourth quarter and which defense is going to break first, and I think that's ultimately going to decide who wins this game.
What about key matchups? What are some of the things that you're watching that you think, will determine who wins this? And again, if the Ravens win it, they're that much further up in the AFC North. They kind of got a leg up on everybody. If they beat the Browns, they start putting that foot on the throat of the Browns relative to the AFC North.
Yeah, and they can wrap it up next week against Cincinnati on Thursday night because I think they'd be up like 3 games on everybody in the division. But I think the biggest key matchup is our offensive line, which obviously has gone through a lot of changes against their defensive front. I looked it up. Their starting defensive front, which is Owe, Matabike, Pierce, Washington, and Clowney, they have 119 pressures on quarterbacks through 9 games. And in comparison, the Browns have 112 pressures through 8 games. So, it's neck and neck who's getting after the quarterback the most between the two teams. But, with the uncertainty of DeJuan Jones's injury, if he's going to be able to go, you got James Hudson working both left tackle and right tackle. And then you're in a scenario where Garon Christian or even Leroy Watson, who they just added those two within the last week, it's going to be interesting to watch on Sunday how this offensive line plays. And I think it brings the jumbo packages where they bring in Nick Harris, they might throw out, Luke Whippler, and it comes down to the tight ends too, like Njoku and Bryant. They give it their all in blocking, and they're going to need them for sure against that defensive front of Baltimore's on Sunday. If the Browns are going to have any chance to win, they got to protect and give Watson time to throw the ball downfield.
Yeah, you may see some max protecting, two receiver routes to try to help out with that, because I think they do want to attack them vertically, but you're going to have to make sure that Watson has time to do that.
Without a doubt. And it's up to Watson, too, to get the ball out quick. We know he likes to extend, make plays with his legs, trying to get the ball downfield, but at the same time, if that pressure is coming from Baltimore, he's going to have to get the ball out quickly. Maybe throw in some of the screens that were effective against Seattle, get Pierre Strong involved, the tight end screen with Njoku, which was effective against Seattle. Just get the ball out quickly, make those plays down the field, and hopefully, rattle the Baltimore defense somewhat and give the Browns a chance to win.